name's Frank.
I'm Austin.
Come hang out with us and watch this goofy video we're about to give you.
Cool, let's do another.
Alright. Hey, I'm Austin.
My name's Frank.
Come hang out with us.
Perfect, give me another.
My name is Frank,
And I'm Austin.
and this is Stunods Pizzeria, and we got a cool video coming up.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Southside Jake sitting with Frank and Austin Battaglia, owners, operators of Stunods Pizzeria, and gracious enough host to have me play a few tunes in the back, which is super cool. Boys, thanks for sitting down. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming, man.
Pleasure's ours.
Tell me, how'd you guys get involved in the pizza business? You're young dudes, you own a whole shop. That's pretty impressive. How'd you guys get in the pizza game?
Boredom. No. It was a lifelong dream. I don't know. Adventure. I don't know. Where would you put it?
I think it starts from way back. You know, when I was a kid, my mom, my sisters, my dad, and both me and Frank, we always used to have a competition every Friday, see who could make the best pizza. And we kind of knew that it was sort of in our blood and we could figure something like this out.
Now, your mom was here earlier off camera. I think she mentioned they've got a little bit of input on recipes and stuff like that sometimes, right? Wasn't she saying something about that? Was it a sandwich or a sauce? Or she was saying something?
She's got to touch everything. You know, it's a lot of our secrets come from a hand typed out book from the passed down generation after generation. That my mom, she found she's been taking notes from her grandmother, so our great grandmother. So we've kind of taken a lot of the recipes from that book, and I wouldn't say we enhanced them by any means, but we had to expand upon them. They were meant for 5 to 10 people. Ours are meant for hundreds. So we've had to use some math and multiply that.
So a little family secrets, a little math, but not.
Sipping on a rolling rock, thinking I ain't gonna stop, 'cause I've been low before. Now I'm headed to the top. I'm sipping on the high life, thinking I love my life, 'cause I've been low before. Now I'm headed to the top, but I've been way down in the basement party, chilling in the low light. And I had too many shots before, been high as a damn kite. And I have loved a few and lost a few, still searching for what feels right. But I know as long as I got music, everything will be alright. When I'm sitting on a rolling ride, thinking I ain't gonna stop, 'cause I've been low before. Now I'm headed to the top, I'm sipping on a high life, thinking I love my life, 'cause I've been low before. Now I'm headed to the top. So way back when the winter stopped, we had the Malibu and our soda pop, and there was house parties like Mardi Gras. We were singing songs like La Di Da. You were my baby, loved so long, making love to an old love song. Those were the days, and as time rolls on, man, I can't believe them days. From the first sip of coffee to the last sip of wine, I know everything's gonna be fine. When I roll down my windows and I turn up the dial, reminisce as I go for a ride. And the avenue bends, I cruise with friends, and I can't help but feel the vibe. Have a good time, some Corona and lime. It's a feeling that you can't describe. When I'm sitting on a roller ride, thinking I ain't gonna stop, 'cause I've been low before. Now I'm headed to the top. I'm sipping on a high life, thinking I love my life, 'cause I've been low before. Now I'm headed to the top.
Not just that, because you dudes, what'd you do? You went to Italy? Or what's it called? Novice term, apprenticeship, which is not the right term. What'd you guys do in Italy? You went out there and learned from a pizzeria or a chef, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be frankly honest, I think we were a little bit nervous about starting up the pizzeria. It was our first restaurant attempt. We've done other things similar in the restaurant industry, but first real attempt at doing the restaurant, we wanted to make sure we did it really right, and we wanted to touch all the bases. So we did fly out to Italy and take some classes out there, and they taught us how to do it in a more European style of cooking. It's a little bit different than how we do it around here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we thought that we'd take a little bit of that and a little bit of what we're doing here, because in America, it's more of a family meal. In Europe, it's more of like a lunch sort of thing.
Like a personal meal.
Yeah, it's personal sort of thing. But the big thing about pizza is that you can feed a family, you can feed a party, you can have a good time. And out there, it's more about, you want to taste each and every little flavor and pick it out a little bit.
So you guys try to take the best of both worlds.
Right.
The sustenance of feeding a big Chicago family, like we all
Right,
grew up,
right.
It's Sunday, we got a jumbo pie for the Bears game or whatever, but also with that quality and personal touch. Is that sort of it?
We tried to find a happy medium. We when we were out there, we learned a ton of information that around here they just really don't speak upon. They just over here it's mostly about production and making sure everyone's happy and fed at a high quality or a quality price. But for us, we were like, we could do that easily. Not easily, but we could do that.
Right.
It's been done before. We could try our shot at that, but we figured, why would anyone try us out if we're the same as the other guys? So we figured if we make a really high quality product that has a lot of flavor to it, and it's really unique in the sense that we hand rolled the dough. That was a big thing we picked up when we were out there. But it's almost petty. The amount of information they wanted us to utilize over there, so we had to find a medium where we can, you can't charge an arm and a leg, so it's we came up with a product that's right in the middle. It feeds you, but it also has a lot of flavor per bite. So.
High quality.
I think another element that we really took from them is they were really about, in certain degrees, like they have the very frivolous types of styles of making a pizza, but for the most part, their standard operation pizzas are very much about simplicity and quality. They wanted, tomatoes normally from certain regions, and they got special basil. It has to be grown a certain way and all that. And we're kind of about the same thing. We specialize in using like simple ingredients from good spots, like good California tomatoes and good cheese from Wisconsin. We're always about doing it the right way as opposed to a tricky way to make it any different. And just standard operation, simple, and good stuff.
So simple enough to be provided in bulk, but with enough attentive detail to definitely call it, curated, which is not probably the right word for a pizza joint, but it's a curated pie that you can reproduce.
Friday morning, nothing to do. Another coffee, I'm thinking of you. Add some Baileys and some oldies too. I'm just trying to make it through. She got Joe's with the best times, yeah. Ghostbusters with the green slime, yeah. Sneaking out after bedtime, man. All the fun that we had. Remember when that bully had a problem but you had my back? You jumped off the stairs for the sneak attack. The kids went nuts, they couldn't handle that. Got a smile in the flashback. So outside was the best side, yeah. Lots of smiles and a few cries, yeah. Thinking back on the good times and all the fun that we had. There were highs and there were lows. People come and people go. One thing we will always know is enjoy the ride. Saturdays, there's nothing to do. I crack a beer and I think about you. Add some sun and hip hop too. I think I'm gonna make it through. When you got your license and nowhere to go, since we were let's rollin' at 88 O's, we tested the speakers, the Black Robs, whoa. The car down on the spot. Outside was the best side, yeah. Lots of smiles and a few cries, yeah. Thinking back on the good times and all the fun that we had. There were highs and there were lows.
But it's not just pie, sandwiches, right? Like I'm the meatball sub guy. I love your meatball sub. What's probably the number one ordered sandwich, or what's the best sandwich on the menu?
It's a heavyweight bout. We got a lot of competition on the kitchen side. From the sandwiches, you got the meatballs. We sell a ton of. We're going through 300 a week or something like that. Breaded steaks we're doing a ton of.
People talk about the breaded steak a lot. I see buzz on the internet, and I think I saw something where you guys were like number 2 in the city under Riga Benny's on Yelp or something I saw. And that's a crazy thing to say.
And that was extremely unanticipated. I didn't even know that until I just Googled breaded steaks in Chicago, and that came up. And so we didn't know. It was quite the. It was a good feeling seeing that. But we didn't know much about breaded steaks. We ate them, but it wasn't really something we thought we'd be ranked in by any means. We were trying to open up a pizza joint, we practiced at it and figured, if we're in the Southside, we had to have one on the menu. So then we just figured we bought the highest quality piece of steak you could buy before it's you're sitting at Gibson's. But so we use a real good cut of meat. We just sliced it pretty thin, tenderized it, bread it with high quality breadcrumbs, and you get a pretty good product,
The
I
rest
guess.
is just-
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's damn good. I mean, I like I said, I'm drawn to meatball, but I love the breaded steak too. Talk to me about. I mean, we're sitting here on 63rd and Nina, right? What is it? 65, 35 West 63rd,
yeah,
which is basically Nina, the heart of Clearing, Garfield Ridge, whatever you want to call it. Why this spot? What brought you guys to 63rd Street, right in the heart of Clearing and Garfield Ridge?
You got them. I mean, no, it was. We lucked out being here. We looked all over the city of Chicago. We looked each corner, and we wanted to start in a place that was real down to earth. It also helped. We had some connections out this way that suggested an area like this, and we anticipated. So much we could do in sales. There was a lot of strategy that went into it, but this area is just awesome. There's a lot of really high quality people around here that have treated us really well, that we have been able to survive this last couple of years. These people around here just really support, what we're doing here, and we appreciate them beyond all means. So, I say this all the time. If we started anywhere else, I don't think we survived the first 2
It
years.
seems like the neighborhood, for lack of better terms, rallying behind you guys. Like I see various posts on like neighborhood pages or random people, just posting,
Right.
hey, I got a pie from Stunods or whatever. I mean, I met you guys basically, I think, as a customer, and then ended up hanging out and
Right.
living near each other and all that. But like, it was the meatball sub first.
Yeah,
I
right.
think.
That's
You know what I mean?
the fire to this relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, as Frank was saying though, before we started the pizzeria, we were doing Italian ice, and we had a cart, and we would also do a couple of events, and we were all over the city of Chicago. We got pretty familiar with a lot of different areas, but we did sort of fall upon this place and really kind of fall in love with the neighborhood because, like he was saying, they're just very down to earth. They seem like real people, and we're making food for people that are pretty hungry and they like good food, but they're not too about the pretenses.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the whole idea about what Stunods is about. We want to make good stuff without being pretentious about it.
Exactly.
well, that's this neighborhood. I mean, I think that's the South Side, right?
Right.
In general,
Yeah.
that's the, we're talking about grit a little bit. That's the grit. That's what I try to do a little bit with my music. Just whatever that hardworking, blue collar, gritty, salt of the earth, get it
Right.
done type
Right.
attitude. But my favorite part with you guys, I know I keep saying it, but you're not sacrificing the quality. So it's not a slap it
Right.
together.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
if you do it, but do it right, kind of
Right.
deal.
And that's this neighborhood. That's the people around.
Patience is a virtue that hurts you, disperse you. Middle class America that birthed you, now merch you. Get the money, get the dollars, get the rent, feed the baby, get the diapers for they tax every check. Not sleeping in the gutter, escape the razor's edge. 4 or 5 kids in 2 or 3 beds. Hot dog, omelet, ma, don't forget the eggs. Corner store bakery for 3-day-old bread. Papa's out of work, the union went on strike. Gotta sit down, the wife is not a waitress at night. My bike is broken, payless shoes, there's holes in my jeans. I hate it here when I grew up, I'ma get that cream. Smile from ear to ear, hey ma, I made the team. To get the uniform, it's a $50 fee. So can I get the money, huh? Child, please. So I hit the streets, candy bars, hustle greasy. So this one's for the city kids. Steel toes in the fitted lids. Day camp at the park district. It was a blue collar accomplishment. And this is for the cul-de-sac, the alleyways and the backpacks. 3-on-3 quarterbacks, convenience store, quarter snacks.
Similar to like your music take. Like you're not looking for any sort of reputation or any pat on the back. It's just on that grind.
Dude, I did the music regardless of it's not about trying to make it blow up or try to get famous. Like, obviously, we'd like to
Right.
do that because then you could probably monetize it a little
Yeah,
bit
right.
better or
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
But I'm just trying to tell our story,
Right.
tell my story, get it off my chest, and if it falls in alignment with what people are digging, cool. And if not, politely, I'll be writing songs anyway.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You write them for yourself.
So what started you up in that? How did you realize I want to do this?
Man, I don't know. I had a draw. We were partying around here on Archer Avenue, in my college days, and too many soda pops, and it would always turn into music on. And
Right.
we would start freestyle rapping and making little funny songs with all the neighborhood guys. And then it got to the point where it was man, this is actually halfway. You're good at this.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So everyone was try to do it. So I'll spare you and give you the short version. But we found a dude with a basement studio.
Nice.
A basement with
Yeah,
a microphone
yeah,
next to the water
right.
heater. And we recorded some horrible songs. And I don't say that to be humble. You listen back,
Right.
they're just not there. But yeah, we stayed the course. Met some dudes, got a little bit of mentorship in Kid Russell and another guy named Matt Jenkins, and kind of refined it. And now we're at the point where I think audio-wise, at least, like you might not enjoy the songs, it might not be your flavor, but audio-wise, know you're putting out a song that's on par with, like, oh, if that came out on your Spotify, you wouldn't miss a beat.
And that's half the battle.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities. I'm not just saying that between like what you guys are doing, what I'm trying to build, what Grit's trying to do, Grit Clothing. It's just like regular neighborhood guys have a passion about something. Would prefer to become millionaires off it, but let's be honest, it's probably not going to happen this year.
Maybe not next either,
So let's just stay the course and keep it going.
And it's just real cool to see, just young gunners going after it, because like that's what being an entrepreneur is, and being young. You're a business owner in your own right. You're selling your brand, you're selling your music. We're selling pizzas. He's selling shirts. Like we're all just.
It's the same deal. I think I grew up in a pizza shop. I think I told you this. My old man, my dad was a pizza guy. He was actually one of the original founders of. Well, don't get mad at me. Of Abby's Pizza on Archer, but that was 100 years ago. Right. Opened, and then he owned a couple of joints. But he owned a joint in Mount Greenwood, Evergreen Park, called Pizza Crossing on 95th and Kedzie.
That's cool.
When we were little kids, it was always just running around shops. Like I think it's why I'm cool with you dudes, obviously outside of being cool with you dudes, but like it brings back all these like, oh hell yeah, like that's my dad used to set me up with a black and white TV, a slice of cheese pizza, and a little RC in a styrofoam cup, and it was just money.
Life was set, right? Yeah, you couldn't ask for much more, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is cool. I can't thank you enough for letting me play some tunes here. I think this is a fun little segment. We've got something to build on.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, if you guys aren't doing it already, head to Stunods, grab a pie, head to Grit Clothing, grab a t-shirt, and if you want to download some Southside Jake, feel free.
Get on that. He's on everything. So
yeah, but thanks for having me, boys. This is awesome.